So it's so fucking nuts how the world outside of you is a reflection of the world inside of you. Like every day I be going through shit that's just like, they go together. So the more that I understand what I'm seeing outside of me is what's going on inside of me, the better off I'll be. But today was like a super enlightening example that just happened to me that I have to fucking share. So I just had a Christian come up to me, which is crazy because I haven't dealt with a Christian in a long time. I have not dealt with that shit in a hot minute. And this motherfucker, because it's even funnier, because I've been trying to put air in my tire, but I don't have quarters. I haven't had quarters like the last 3 days. Last night, somebody left the pump running at the gas station, and I was like, I'm gonna get their pump, and then as soon as I pulled up the quarters, the pump died out. Whatever. So it was really funny. So then, today I made sure I went and put air in my tire. Hello, Virgo rising, procrastinating like a motherfucker. But anyways, I went and I put air in my tire, and the pump still had a long time on it because it's just the one tire. And the guy's like, this old man comes up to me, he's like, you don't need air in your other tires, I'll check your other tires for you. I'm like, no, you don't have to worry about it, dude. Like, I don't need, I'm in a hurry, so I'm going fast, talking fast, sorry. So I'm like, dude, I don't need air in my other tires, it's fine, like, it's fine. And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, oh, there's a car behind me, they're about to use this time anyways, especially because like I tried to use somebody else's time last night and ran out on me, synchronicities, blah blah blah. So he follows me into the gas station after I go in to buy me a couple Coca-Colas, and he's like, well, you're just a sweetheart, you're like, you're so sweet, you have a good heart. I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know, like it just worked out, like God bless him, blah blah, whatever, keep it moving. He's like, do you go to church, hon? I'm like, no. He's like, I go to a non-denominational church. I'm like, look, I was raised Pentecostal, bro, it's fine. He's like, well, can I ask why you don't want to go to church? And I'm like, look, ever since I learned that the Bible is an occult book that is based on thoughts and feelings, and when you read about a man, it's a representative of a thought. When you read about a feeling, it's a representative of a woman. He didn't want to hear it. He's like, no. I'm like, it's Greek. He's like, it's been I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what do you think the Hebrews were talking about? I'm like, do you think the Hebrews spoke English? Do you think they paraphrase things like we do? Like, come on now. You guys are so fucking worried about pronouns in America. What do you think the Jews were using he's and she's for when they wrote the fucking book? But anyways, I digress. So I'm like, whatever. I just started going in on him. He's like, God, may God have mercy on your soul and all this shit. Which is deep because dude could have never fucking known that when I was walking in here, I was just having so much on my mind. I was thinking so much about distractions and people that we care about and what's important in life. And like last year, I almost like totally gave up focusing on spiritual. I didn't give up focusing on, that's not how I phrased it, right? Like last year I told myself like I was gonna go back to a regular job and run up a check. Like that's what I told myself, like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I even like had some people that I used to work with start contacting me, blah blah blah, like, and I had a job lined up like through this guy that I knew, and I was about to go do this shit, right? And I ended up not doing it. Ended up working out to where I didn't end up going. And I had a couple positions offered, and I just shot them down. I stayed working, doing what I was doing, and I ended up having to drive my sister's kids to and from school all year anyways, and then she ended up pregnant, and that's another, but anyways, so TT duties, anyways, the light here sucks, so that's why I'm all over the place. But, and I had 2 energy shots today and not enough weed. But anyways, so I was really just thinking about distractions because my brother is constantly on me. He's like, you know, when every time one of your favorite astrologers converts to fucking Christianity, because there's a few of them that have done that to me. Every time, you know, Dolo's sick and he's not posting. When Sensei disappeared, Nikki, you know, you were so hurt. Because, you know, there's so, like, people that you feel like you want to follow. He's like, so that's just more reason for you to make content. It's more reason for you to preach. And sometimes I don't really think about it like that, you know. And so as I'm focusing on distractions and should I just be trying to live, should I be trying to involve spirituality in my life, you know? All of these things, right? This guy comes up to me. I have not been approached by a fucking Christian out here converting on the streets in I don't know how many years, and tries to invite me to church, and I have to let him fucking know about, you know, the demon that he worships and all that. But he was not loving me. But anyways, I say all that because it's like the physical world is always a reflection of what's inside of you, and you know. And it just reminded me that I don't need any distractions, and I really need to focus on spirituality even more. Have a good day, YouTube.